Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm so sad today. No, I'm not. Just kidding. From yesterday to today, two totally different days. So last night's live, I kind of, I believe in full transparency, but I also always want to be positive in my videos. Today, I decided to go camera up so you could see my ultra handsome face. And I thank you all so much for joining in. This one is going to be on luxury goods, and I wanted to pull out some gemstone beads that I had just bought that were in a storage unit, completely forgotten about, in a like disintegrating paper box that a dealer brought to me, and two other luxury goods, and Tiffany and Company gold keychain that I did find at the thrift store in a box of old keychains that were just totally forgotten about, and I think they didn't think that it was real or that it was 14 karat gold. So that is a gold Tiffany keyring. I will take that over to the light box in just a minute. And the other big one, this is a big one. This is a Patek Philippe watch. Patek Philippe is one of the finest watches in the world and one of the oldest companies. And I did a little bit of research before I came on here so that I knew exactly what I was talking about. Patek Philippe started in 1839, and the founders were Antony Patek and Adrian Philippe. So that is where the Patek Philippe name comes from. This one is 18 karat white gold. It was produced sometime in the 1970s. And I won't go there how I acquired this watch, but let's just say a gift from a dear friend and something that I will probably cherish for quite some time. I just love this. And the band is solid 18 karat. And the watch face is this beautiful kind of matte blue. It's just an incredible, incredible watch. And the back is signed. I will take these over to the light box to show you closer. And then the gemstone beads are wrapped up in this old tissue paper that they were found in a storage unit that was acquired for not very much money in Ohio. So I always answer my phone when dealers or other resellers call, and that's some of my best advice to those who are just starting in the business. Have a network in place. Be kind, be honest, answer your phone, and network with people instead of, disagree with them or fight with them or consider them competition. Everybody can help everybody in this business, and that's how I've been able to do this very strongly for over 28 years. Thank you so much to everyone who's just joined in as a new subscriber of my channel. And again, when I asked the other day to have you all share me out, it really did work. I picked up a lot of new subscribers, and I'm so incredibly grateful. And I am here at my parents' house today. I wanted to visit them again, and you had all mentioned about the greenery in the backyard. They have a beautiful backyard here, and I just wanted to spend some time with them. So I don't want to be on here too long today, because it is family day after all. So I thank you so much. And from yesterday to today, I feel like almost two totally different people. And, yesterday I wasn't questioning my decisions, to quit my job, my past job. But I guess I like the full transparency thing, but it's very difficult to be a content creator and have your life completely, in front of so many people. So it's both good and bad sometimes. And it was just kind of like a little bit of a weak moment, if you will. We all have them, and you shrug it off and you start your day new the next day. And that's what I did this morning. So thank you so much. I'm so thoroughly excited. I was going to do a video today on friend mail. I'm also going to pre-record a video of a consignment that came in the mail that I'm so excited about, that I'm going to have my mom help me sort, that I'm going to bring to sell, from a wonderful woman who trusted me with her consignment of her collection of jewelry. Most of it, I think, is costume jewelry, but it sounds magnificent, and I can hardly wait to get into the box. So I'll pre-record a video later on in just a little bit, so I kind of want to hurry this one along. Anyways, enough talking. I'm going to go over to the light box with these two, and then also the gemstone beads, and give you a little bit of other information on my practical guide of how to find these things. So hold on one second. I'm going to go camera down inside the light box. Mwah! I love you so much, and thank you. And of course, you're all going to be laughing. My camera will not let me turn it around to go into the light box. So I'm stuck this way. I can't go over to the light box, but I can show you close up the Tiffany keyring. And also I can show you close up the dirt underneath my fingernails. So this is the Tiffany keyring, and it's solid 14 karat yellow gold. So there is the Tiffany mark there. The actual metal here, this charm, is not signed 14 karat gold, but when you look on this ring, let's go in. Okay, there we go. Let's go in on this ring. Nope, it's going to focus on me. Let's go in on that. There you go. Look close right there. You can see that it's marked 14 karat and Tiffany. The interesting part of this is I learned something new today. Tiffany was founded in 1837, and it was founded by two gentlemen, Charles Louis Tiffany and John B. Young in New York City. And I did not know that until I did some further research. So I learn stuff every day as well. You know, when everyone's like, you're an expert, you're an expert. No, I'm not. I'm learning right along with everybody else. And this was in a bin at the thrift store, totally forgotten about. And I think they just didn't think that this was real, because there are so many fake Tiffany and Company items in the world that have been knocked off. But look at the quality of that. And see how that's stamped in with that ID number. And then see how the ring is so thick and so beefy and amazing. I think this was almost, when I weighed this initially, I think this was almost 30 something grams, or 20, I forget, 27 grams. So almost a full ounce of 14 karat gold. I mean, it's incredible. I found one kind of similar, but this was just a key ring, a key fob from back in the day. And I would guess vintage on this would probably be around maybe late 1960 is my best guess on that. I loved that. So, and I learned something new today. So I learn along the way as well. And then of course, because I can't get over to the light box for some reason, my phone was like not allowing me to switch the camera around. So again, when the universe decides I'm supposed to do something, I don't fight it. I just go, okay, I'll do it. Look at the Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe, that's the face right there. Look at that brushed gold. Amazing, amazing. Patek Philippe, in my humble opinion, even though I'm not a watch collector, and there's so many people who are going to watch this that are going to know so much more than me on watches, because I've always felt like a watch was utilitarian. It wasn't just jewelry. This one is jewelry as well as a watch, because that bracelet portion of that matte finished solid 18 karat gold, look how thick that is. Look how massive and well crafted just that band is. Very magnificent. Let me wipe the face off. Let's see here. Let's zoom in on that one more time to see the way the face is marked. Of course, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. There we go. There we go. That right there. Anytime you see that, look at that matte blue, deep, almost sapphire blue dial. Incredible, incredible craft and skill to put all those little gold numbers, all those little gold markers, I should say, for the numbers, for the hour and the minutes. The elegance and the class of Patek Philippe is unparalleled. You can mention Rolex. There are so many other makers that you could mention, but I did have the back off of this one time. Here is the monogram, or the logo, I should say, for Patek right there. Again, I wish I could get over to the light box, but today is not that day. Today is just simply not that day. And I'm not willing to struggle and fight. Not for that. Let's see if we can block me out again. Look at the hallmarks there. That is absolute genuine. And a beautiful 18 karat gold band. Look at the way that's woven together. Just absolutely incredible. This is just a spectacular watch. Value. So in gold on the keyring for a whopping 50 cents. The gold content is probably in the vicinity of today, I would guess 1100. I could crunch the numbers exact. There's no reason to do so. Full retail on just a gold, this is a luxury item. This is an object of virtue. This isn't, an everyday thing for an everyday person. It's just not. This would be around 2,000 to 2,500 is my guess. If a guy has a really fancy car that he loves, he really would have to have this. Or a lady that has an amazing sports car, they would have to have this. It's one of those things, and that is amazing. So value on that one, probably around 2,000 or so, and not a bad increase from 50 cents. On the watch, this is really difficult to tell. A comp online, you could probably find it for around, I'm going to say a wide range. You could probably find it for around 9,000, and some watch people are already screaming at their screen, no, you can't. Well, you might be able to. Trust me, you might be able to. And if not, it might range up to around maybe 12 to 15,000. That's a wide range, I know, to say from like 9 to 15. But that was the way I've been programmed, and all of what I do is a range. That's the way I've been programmed. But an amazing, amazing, amazing watch. And I don't get into watches. So in my collection, I don't have very many. And the ones that I have are more jewelry than they are a utilitarian watch. But this is just elegant and beautiful. So look how that makes me smile and makes me happy. I guess that's why sometimes I've always said that my collection sometimes transcends just a collection. Let me word it that way. So thank you all so much for staying with me. And these are just magnificent. So I'll show you. I wish I had a bust to put them on. And of course, since I'm at mom and dad's, I don't have any of my display elements. But look at this. And if my mom was closer in proximity physically to me, she'd be glad to try these on and show all of you. These are genuine sapphire beads. And why I brought these on is the gemstones that are considered luxury or high-end are sapphire, ruby, and emerald. And these are sapphire beads. Look at the way these are faceted and so closely color matched. And these are vintage, probably on these late 70s, early 80s. The way this cord is done, this is definitely India in origin. Definitely from India, 100%. Silver thread and then silver gathered binding right here. Look at the intricacy of how they wove that together. It's woven as in fabric. Look at the color of that. And maybe the universe was right. I wasn't supposed to go to the light box. I was supposed to be right here to show you this in this incredible light. Look how the light passes through those. Isn't that incredible? Look at that. Each strand would run around on this color and this size of beads, because I go to the gem shows all the time and I know the internal trade, wholesale, dealer to dealer on these beads would be around, in the internal trade, around $120 would be fair. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands, and they graduate from these smaller sizes all the way down to these larger sizes. Look at the way they're closely color matched. Just incredible. So on that strand necklace, that many, probably around $800 to $1,200. And that would be kind of a good going rate. That would be acceptable, and should be purchased as at that. These 3 necklaces, I don't want to get into what I paid because, well, I just don't want to. Sometimes I have to leave that out. This one is exceptional. Now, this would be considered ruby and pink sapphire, and since ruby and sapphire are in the same gemological family, per se, in the corundum family, when you see pink stones, they're considered more pink sapphire. This is by today's standards, not by Jason's standards. I've always thought of this as a complete and total ruby beaded necklace. Look at that design of the gradation of the deep red into this medium red and into pink. And you can see the delight on my face when I see this kind of work and I see this kind of quality. I light up myself and I go crazy. And I think that's part of, again, what my channel's been known for. So I want to get back to that. I don't want to always do, camera down in the light box away from real life. And I'm not afraid of that. So look at the way that would lay. So once that's on, look at how elegant and how beautiful. I wish I wore white sometimes. That would be incredible. I wish I could show you this on a white bust. And I look around like, do I have one? No, I don't. Look at the way that's handled again. That's from India, the way that that is sewn and constructed. But I think that that is just gorgeous. And I would say on this one, because of its complexity and the size and the color of the stones, you can't get this for less than between 1,500 and 1,800. And I could see these going up. Mining of the stones sometimes has slowed down here and there. So sometimes you look at the mining production and you say, oh, mining is getting more and more difficult. And then to facet these, that's not inexpensive these days, but a close-up on how beautiful each and every bead is, and it's how it's planned out to create that almost ombre or gradation per se. I was never a fan of that ombre term. I don't know, it just kind of didn't, I don't know, I didn't like it. But I believe in color gradation, and that is one of the most elegant gradations in color I've ever seen. It's again, I could talk about that forever. So absolutely beautiful and incredible beads. And I wanted to show that for, again, an item of luxury, since that's what the video is about. And then we go into this one. And this one is just a marvel. So it's sapphire, ruby, sapphire, emerald. So it actually can stay in the 3. So it's sapphire here, then it goes into ruby, then it goes back into yellow sapphire, then it goes into green emerald, then it goes back into blue sapphire, in the ruby or sapphire family with the pinkish red. So we've got most of the more expensive gemstone families covered, and this is just great. Look how they mimicked the gradation in color here, the color zoning here with the thread that they chose to make that slip knot necklace. And you can adjust the sizes so that knot here slides up and slides down to get that on. And then you can control the length of this. These are just so elegant. I consider these timeless. I consider them historically important as well. And I don't go out on a limb often to say those terms, but in something like this, yeah, absolutely. Historically important and absolutely beautiful. So I hope that gives you some sense of beauty for today. And I hope that this video is an inspiration for you to get out and to look for these things. And also, like the 2 pieces earlier, sometimes let the universe, let those pieces find you. Sometimes you don't have to struggle to find them. Sometimes it's a phone call. Sometimes it's a neighbor having a yard sale. Sometimes it's you coming home from church and driving past a rummage sale or driving past a thrift store and taking those 5 to 10 minutes to stop just to take a look. You are going to be amazed by some of the things that you find still in this world today. Some people have said it's a challenge to find these things. Sometimes it is. And then other times you'll have, 4 or 5 days of nothing. Didn't find anything. And then all of a sudden you'll hit it big. So you never know what the universe has in store for you. So I would suggest go out and look. And you'll find things like this. You'll find beautiful things that are amazing. I think that's where I'm going to leave the video. Again, the Patek watch, one of my really dear friends in my collection, headed right back to safety deposit as soon as I have a moment. And then my Tiffany keyring, because luxury goods are exactly that. And people still collect them. They're very collectible and very desirable because there's not very many that are still left out in the wild. Let's just say that on these specific higher ticket items. So thank you all so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. And again, from yesterday to today, I needed to show you that I'm okay and that I was resolved and I'm safe and I'm happy. And I truly am. And I thank all of you for the positive messages because a few of you really hit it out of the ballpark for me. And I appreciate it. So Look forward to videos that are coming. There's going to be some really big ones pretty soon. And the consignment that came in the mail, I know you watch, and I thank you so much for making me happy today to give me the time to make a video with my mom. I won't release it for a little while. We're going to save that one to get closer to the sale date of when we're going to bring those items on Jeremy's channel to sell and to liquidate. So thank you all so much. Much love from me, much love from Ohio, much love from both of my parents, and thank you all so much. We love you because we do.